Yeah, they put their foot on our necks, but we let them, so what you expect? When the last time you picked up a book? When the last time you wrote your own check? Yeah, we all up on IG and Netflix, and the devil, he got you on chill. He's scrolling and trolling your life, you can't see he destroying, cause he got you still. It's your vision that he wanna steal, and your mission that he wanna kill. No condemning, I'm keeping it real. It's conviction I want you to feel. And I'm praying today that we wake up, and the mess that we made we can make up. It's because of a skin that they hate us, don't know what it's gonna take to shake us. Listen. And I'm not pacing, I'm just patient. They thought that I was moving slow, they didn't know I was waiting. Yeah, it's my season, it's my reason. I talk with God every day, I'm not into people pleasing. And forever I'm for God, and I just want you to know without him, life is hard. So get your heart right, get your house in order.
Hi, I'm Charcy Curtis. Some of you know me as Sister Diva out of Fayetteville, North Carolina. This is the I'm For God Movement podcast, where we allow everyday people to tell their testimony. Today we have a special guest, Deborah, with me today. She's down visiting for a funeral.
Yes.
I'm sorry for your loss. I'm going to allow her to tell you who she is, and so we can get to know her a little better. So can you tell people who you are?
Yes, my name is Deborah Brantley. I'm retired from the military. I'm out of Shreveport, Louisiana. I have one child, and I am a child of God, first of all. And it's nice to be in Fayetteville, North Carolina, but I'll be glad to leave North Carolina.
I understand. I totally understand. Well, thank you again for fitting me in your schedule, because I know you got to leave tomorrow, and I'm so sorry. But we're going to keep in contact, because look, God is doing some good stuff, and I'll make sure I'm going to keep in contact and know what God is doing for you. But let's jump into these questions, because I'm not going to hold you. So who would you say inspired you as a child?
I would say my mom, who was an alcoholic, but knew enough to instill the importance of being able to take care of yourself. First of all, loving Jesus.
Okay.
You didn't lay in the bed on Sunday. You went to church, so I thank God for her. But also, I have a special person, and her name is Bet Jo. She wants to be called Betty Jo, but it's Bet Jo because we're from the country. But she took very good care of me when in the teen years, and I love her for that.
Okay. We don't see a lot of that no more.
Yeah, I love her for that.
Okay.
Yeah, and her daughter was pain in the neck, but I love her.
Okay.
Those two.
Okay. Who would you say you are without any titles?
A child of God.
Okay. Okay. What would you say is more important to you, relationships or money?
Relationships.
And why?
You know, it is good to know another person that loves the Lord,
Yes.
because you have so much to talk about,
Oh, yes.
so much to share. And when you're down, you can always call on one of your brothers or sisters in Christ.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I totally agree. If the word I was a person or the word we was a person, which one was you say best fits you and why?
We
Okay.
we were not meant to be alone.
Right, right.
So if it's we and where one or more are gathered,
Yes, yes, yes. He's
then
always in this.
then it's okay. You're not alone.
Yes, yes, yes. Have you ever been in a dark place? And if so, how did you pull yourself out of it?
Yes, I was on crack for 15 years.
Okay.
And as soon as I came out the military, instead of going back to my roots of falling on my knees and talking to the Lord, I seeked the drug. And it kept me bound for 15 years, even though I went to church every Sunday. But that's the only day I praised him for a long, long time. Then one day I got on my knees, asked him to take the taste out of my mouth.
After 15 years.
And he did. And I didn't pick it up again.
Look at God. Only he can
No
do it.
counseling, no nothing.
That's something.
He's an awesome God.
Oh yeah, he definitely. He can do that.
Only
he
him.
can do it.
Only him.
And the thing I love the fact that you said you dropped on your knees and you asked him.
Yes.
So I tell people it's a difference when you cry out to him and say, "I just want you to take it away."
Right.
Versus you just saying and not meaning it. But he knows when you're serious.
He knows. He knows.
And then-
I couldn't stop crying for about 60, I'd say about at least 60 minutes. And you know, I tear up because he could have allowed me to be homeless. He could have allowed me to be a prostitute. He could have allowed a whole lot of things, but he kept me through all those years of drugging. He's an awesome God.
Oh yeah, he is. He is.
And I don't know where I'd do without him.
Yes. I know we was talking, you were saying one thing, even though you did do what you did, you make sure your bills are paid. A lot of people can't say that.
You have to do that first. You have to do that first. And then my point is, for those years, if you didn't pay your bills, you'd be in trouble. Because in my case, my habit got up to $1,500 a month. And then after I paid my bills, I had to go tell the drug dealer. Then I got my bill again. See, and that got tired. I didn't know how much money I made. But when I fell on my knees,
Oh yeah.
he showed me, well, you don't have to work anymore. You just doing it. But I'm a jealous God.
Oh, you better know it. Yes. That
So you're not finna do this one, especially after you done asked me to take it from you.
yeah.
So it's a wonderful thing.
Yes. Well, I'm gonna ask you the question, Wes, but I already know the answer. What keeps you grounded?
He do.
Hey,
God does.
what would you say you asked God for and you wish you could have been a little bit more specific about it?
When my husband died,
Okay.
I didn't want to be lonely. So I asked him for a gentleman. But I wasn't specific. So you have to be specific with God.
Oh yeah.
You know, because he'll allow you to get anything.
Oh yeah.
And I didn't wait on the Lord. So I met this guy. And then after 8 years, I had to ask the Lord to reveal that young man to me. And he did. I may not like what he revealed,
We usually don't.
but he revealed it. And I thank God today that I didn't marry the man, that I didn't shack with the man. I'm just thankful.
Okay. Okay. How did you turn your pain into power?
I stay on my knees. I read the Bible. I witness wherever I can. If you sit down long enough, my drug abuse is going to come up. My alcohol abuse is going to come up. My smoking cigarettes is going to come up. And if you listen, I'll tell you who delivered it from me.
Yeah.
He's an awesome God now.
Yeah,
Try him.
Listen, I know. What would you like the people to know about you that they don't even know?
Be honest with you. Over half of the people that know me did not know I was on drugs. That's how God kept me clean. I only smoked by myself, which was the bad thing. But not very many people knew I smoked drugs. Not many people knew I smoked cigarettes because I didn't smoke unless I was in my house. So my abuse of alcohol and drugs, not a whole lot of people. About 50% knew.
Okay. And I know you were saying something about your delivery, like how you may come off. Some people may think you a little hard.
Yes, with 20 years in the military, well, my brother said I was already like that. But 20 years in the military and being a drill sergeant for 6 of those years, being a movement NCO, just training troops. And I'm very, very straightforward. Very straightforward. And I got a loud mouth and my voice carries and it's deep. So I could say something. You may understand what I'm saying and you may not. And what I'd like to do is to be able to calm the voice down enough for you to understand where I'm coming from, especially when it comes to loving the Lord. I don't want to turn them off with my voice.
Right,
so I really want that to calm down
Right.
so that I can deliver the message that God has put in front of me.
Right. Right. I totally understand. People, I tell people all the time, like, sometimes you need people like yourself because it's somebody out there that they can't take that soft voice.
Right.
They need to hear it that way, so they'll take it serious. Because
Right.
if they hear the soft voice, like, oh, whatever, but they hear stern voice, they know you mean business. So, but the key is just bringing people to God. As long as you're not running them away from God,
Right.
that's the problem. That's something you don't know how that person's gonna bring that person to God. You just worry about how you bring them to God, and don't turn them away from God. So it's something like, oh, you just too hard. Some people need that stern, some people don't. But that's just one thing I just wanted to touch on, because people always quickly try to tell somebody, you got to be a certain kind of way. But no, long as you're bringing in, and the light shines on you, because that's why I even asked to do the interview with you.
Right.
So because that light shines on you, that God is doing something through you,
Yes.
you are reaching people more than you know. Because, the short period of time we known each other, what I'm saying? It just kept nagging me. And I was like, I got to get this lady, because God is doing this things with her. And it's about letting people know, if God did it for me, he'll do it for you.
He'll do it.
Yes. What would you like to say is different about the old you versus the new you?
The old me, I didn't care. I felt because I went to church on Sunday, I just didn't care what or how people look at me. But because now I do care what people think about me, because the old me would not bring someone to God as the new me. If he did it for me, he'll do it for anybody.
Yeah.
Because I've been there, done that.
Yeah. And some people don't understand how deep that go. You said you really, truly mean that. Like,
Yeah, he's just, not only did he deliver from the drugs and the alcohol and the cigarettes, I had 2 cancers at the same time, liver and kidney, and over 85% of the people do not live with the cancers I had. And I went through 10 months of getting healed, but I know no one did that but Jesus Christ.
Oh, yeah.
He kept me here.
Oh, yeah, for a reason.
Voice and all, for a reason.
Oh, yeah.
And I believe, I feel like, as a matter of fact, I know that's what he did for me. So that if you sit down, like I said, and hear my voice, I'm going to bring up what he's done for me.
Oh, yeah.
You cannot witness about Jesus Christ unless he's done something for you.
You better say that again.
You
Yes.
just can't do it.
Can't.
And you can't say you're a child of God and don't pick that book up. You gotta know about that book. I love the Lord, and it took me till this last incident in July of last year, where I had a bowel obstruction, and the lady said that had I waited 2 weeks, I would have been gone.
But God.
And after that, I said, now, Deb, you playing around. You may go to church, may sing in the choir, but you still not doing what you're supposed to do. So I came down here, stayed a couple months. Then I left and went back home. And in January of this year, I asked the lady that was in Christ, I got a problem with paying my tithe. She said, why? I said, I want to know what you're doing with my money. And because I have, God bless me, whereas I put a nice penny away. She told me it was none of my business. When that lady told me it was none of my business, she said, after you give God back his 10%, it ain't your problem. And from then on, I tell you, my light brightened. I get up every morning. It's not a good day if I don't do my devotion. I learned that the Bible has so much in it. I'm just so fascinated with it, and I done missed so much. But I know God allowed me to see it through. But I learned, and He will bless you if you do what you're supposed to do.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Read his word, pray, pay your tithes. He'll do it.
Because his time and our time is totally different.
Yes.
It's totally different.
Yes.
Thinking back over your life, what was that moment whenever you had went through something and someone told you no, but you turned into a yes?
Somebody told me no.
And you turned into a yes.
I was told Well, you may want to get off drugs, but you can't. You can't stop crack. Crack this, you never do that. You know, you're gonna have to go and go into the place for 30 days and all that. And I said, no, I don't. I know what to do. And I got on my knees, and it turned into a yes. It did. I just stopped.
Only God.
It is, if you ask the Lord
Oh yeah.
to help you, He will do it.
Yeah.
You just have to believe.
Oh yeah. That's the first thing.
You just have to believe.
Yeah, definitely have to believe, and then the relationship, and like you said, that crying out to Him, letting Him know
Yes.
that I'm tired.
Yeah.
I'm tired.
Yeah, I was tired of
want
being
you-
sick.
Yeah. I just want you to just come in and just clean me up, and I just want to do it your way.
Yeah.
And then when He know that you really, really tired, yeah, he'll do just that. He would do just that. What would you say is more important to you, loyalty, love, or respect?
It's always, to me, has been respect. If I respect you, you're going to respect me.
Okay.
Love, you got to love everybody. You got to love everybody. If you say you love the Lord, you have to love
definitely.
everybody. But respect me, I respect you.
Okay. What would you like to tell if you could talk to the younger you? What would you tell your younger you?
Try them. Before you go out there picking up guns and all those things, try the Lord. Stay in school. Because by the time you get 18 nowadays, you're going to have an education
Oh yeah.
of some sort. But first of all, try them. You find you like them.
Oh yeah. Yeah. You get lost. You get caught up in it.
Yeah.
Because
sure
he the
do.
best. He the best friend ever.
Ever.
And that peace of mind he give you, you can't put a price on it
You cannot.
at all. What was your first thing came to mind when you first seen the brand for God?
She must love the Lord. She must be a child of God. It was, I felt like, oh man, I could sit up in here. It might be somebody I could talk to. And it was, before I left there, my whole history was out in the open. Because I'm never ashamed of what I've done. You know, I have to tell the world who want to listen what God has done for me.
Because if you be ashamed of me, I'll be ashamed of you.
Exactly.
So I mean, and then he's so good. Why would you want to do that?
Yeah. And you had such a smile on your face. And I could tell that you was tired, but that I felt like you was leaning on the Lord to bring you through. And there's one thing, you have not because you asked not.
Yeah.
And I just looked at it now. She's asked for this. And He's going to bless her with this.
Yeah.
You know, so it was an honor. And it was an honor my cousin brought me along.
God knew He was the one. He was right place, right time. He knew what He was going to do. All He got to do is start the conversation.
That's it.
He is definitely a conversation by
That's it.
himself.
He sure is.
So at the end of the day,
It's
and
a
the
wonderful
best
thing.
conversation. Yeah.
It's a wonderful thing.
And like I said, it was just like I was doing hair, but at the same time, my ear was listening. You know, I was like, who is this lady over here praising God? I was like, oh my God, I need to talk to her because I just love to be talking about how good God been. Like I can
He's
go all
awesome.
day.
He's
so
awesome.
you know, you was going on and on and on and on, and I was just hearing how God has did so much for you and still doing stuff for you, and it's best to come, But it was just like it was something that just came over me.
Yeah.
And I was like, I just got, and I kept saying to myself, well, is she gonna be here? And the Spirit was like, just ask her.
Yeah.
And didn't know you was gonna say yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So I mean, like I said, it was
Can't
all
do that
God
now.
plan.
If
Yeah.
you say that you love the Lord, now,
Oh
you
yeah.
gotta tell folks.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh
You know?
yeah. Definitely that. Definitely
Tell
that.
folks. You know, I tell you, if you don't do nothing else, if you want something, you gotta ask for it.
Oh, yeah.
You have not
'Cause you
because you
asked
ask not. Now He may not do it the way you want to do it.
He ain't gonna do it the way you want to do it.
But He will answer every prayer that you have,
Yeah. And,
every request, every desire. But you have to be specific.
oh yeah. Yeah.
Specific now.
You definitely do. But the people gotta know too, once you start that walk with Him, it's not easy.
It's not.
It is not easy.
It's rough now.
It is. The devil
'Cause
be
it's
10 times.
rough.
He be testing you.
But know that he is with you every
course.
step of the way.
And that's the best part. But they have to know it gets rougher.
Oh yeah, it's rough.
But you just
Even
gotta
rougher.
believe it. Yeah, it do.
But it's okay.
Yeah, oh, definitely. Definitely, because it's a test for testimony. And you got to understand somebody is always watching you. And you never know who's watching you. And that's going to be the person that say, you're going to say because they're going to see how God worked through you.
Amen.
And then by you working through you, it's going to say, well, God did it for her. He'll do it for me.
He sure will.
Because I witnessed it. I seen her do it. I know what she was doing before. And now you telling me all she talk about is God. So then they'll want to change. So that's what it's all about, just being that testimony. Can you leave the people with something positive?
Trust in him. That's all I can tell anybody. Just trust him. Try him. Trust him. Believe in what the word says. And a lot of people say, you don't have to go to church. No, you don't. But in the Bible, it does say that you need to be around
Oh, yeah.
fellow worshipers.
Yes.
So, try it. Try him. I promise you, you'll be better.
You ain't never lied. The best is yet to come when you start walking with God. I thank y'all. I love y'all, but God loves you more. Don't forget to check out that I'm For God podcast. And on top of that, don't forget to check out that website, I'mForGod.com. Like I said, you just never know who I may have on here. And to then, y'all be blessed.
Amen.